Hello, and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I'm your host, Carson, and today we are joined by the wonderful Psychic Teagan. How are you doing today, Teagan?
Hi, Carson. I'm great. Thank you. How have you been?
I've been doing
Forever.
great since the last time we spoke,
Yes.
but I want to get start before we get started. I do want to list off few bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have a promo code going on, as y'all can see. If you use the code Teagan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, this is Teagan5. Now, this code can be applied and used for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Teagan. But if you are wanting a one-on-one with her, make sure to stick around and find out Teagan's exact schedule later in the stream. Lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this does include treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and court decisions. If you ask about another person, please make sure you include their name. You don't have to include their last name, but this does allow Teagan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. And I guess without any further ado, we can begin answering questions. But I also do want to mention one last thing is that the later half of the stream, we will be switching over to tarot and charms. And also, Teagan will be asking some questions throughout the stream that also to get y'all involved. And so we ask y'all, if you know the answers to any of these questions, please reach out back to us. So I guess without any further ado, we can begin, Teagan.
Carson, can I just interject really quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know when we watch like American's Got Talent or American Idol and like people are going up and they're waiting for the votes, like, dial in, text, whatever. For when you say Teagan 5, I feel like, yeah, Teagan 5. Like and people are like, yes. So I had to tell you that because it popped in when you were saying it. So yeah,
No,
Teagan
that's
5. Come
great.
on, let's do a reading. Yes.
All right. We do have a bunch of people going ahead and asking questions, so we will get started with that. Um, we do have one from Jasmine who asks, will I get this building for my business, and do you think my business will succeed in the near future?
Okay. I'm just going to write your name down here, Jasmine. It helps me connect a little bit energetically. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, sweetie. The first visualization that I am getting for you is I want you to, it's like I see somebody's, are we there?
Yes, we are. Sorry about that.
Okay. So Jasmine, going back to your question, the first thing that I am seeing is kind of like your hands are tied right now. Maybe that there's a lot of, what's the word I want to use? It's almost like I'm seeing like ropes around somebody's wrists right now. Like things need to untie themselves, one kind of not at a time, if you will. I am hearing that there has been, like right now, your hands are tied. You have done all that you can. I am seeing a star, okay? And sometimes when I see that star, it can indicate a couple of different things. The first thing I instantly go to is, are you an Aquarius? But that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. For the most part, that star to me represents having faith in what you're doing. You're very passionate about what you do, but right now I feel like you've had to go through a lot of hoops and loops to kind of get here. Allow the knots to kind of unravel on their own. The good old saying is don't force that square peg into that round hole. And I feel like spirit is showing me these stars because I feel like it may not be in the time frame that you want this in, but it is going to unravel specifically second, third week in September. So I also feel like this star could be representation of the January, February time frame because it's the Aquarius season. So I feel like by January, February, you could actually be, signed, sealed, and delivered. Because in my gut, I feel like it's going to come, but it may be a little frustrating on the wait. Just keep the faith, keep the trust, and right now know that you've done all that you possibly can to move forward.
All right. Our next question comes from Alyssa, who asks, will Andrew ask or reach out to me soon, or will I be the one reaching out to me first?
All right. And you said it's Andrew. Okay. All right, Alyssa. Just focus your exhale on him really quick. Just put him in that heart space and let me make a connection here. All right. Something's coming in super hot for me. I'm literally seeing like, I know it's probably not always like the best visualizations, but it's how spirit communicates with me. It's kind of like when someone drops a match into a field and how quickly the field can really like, you know, catch on fire. I'm going to tell you within the next 3 days, literally almost 3 hours, no later than 30 days. And when Andrew, yeah, when Andrew does come in, I do feel that the energy is very, he's on fire around something. Either has something to say to you, or there's some kind of like they show me like a stoplight. Okay, there's the red, there's the yellow, and then there's the green. Like I feel like somehow or another he might have put the brakes on around something, and there's this big red light. But I'm literally seeing it go, quickly to green again. So I'm going to say no later than 30 days. Could be as soon as within the next 3 hours to 3 days, potentially even September 3rd. Okay, because they're showing me a lot of threes. It's like he's needed some time to kind of get back in that saddle, if you will, and really figure some things out. So I don't feel like you are going to have to engage. I feel he will be the one that will do it. And so if you're cool with waiting up till the 30 days, because I know you organically would love to see him reach out, trust your gut. He's definitely coming in, and he's coming in pretty fast.
Awesome. All right. Our next question comes from Michelle, who is saying, love your hair, Teagan. So a little compliment for you. But Michelle is asking, will I meet a romantic partner soon? Currently single. Thank you, by the way.
All right. I am just writing your name down here. And Michelle, thank you so much. Go ahead and close those eyes. Take those deep breaths. Invite me into your space. Focus your heart space on that perfect romantic partner. Okay, we really want to narrow in. Give me just 1 second to connect. All right. Okay, so the first thing that Spirit shows me when I connect with you, Michelle, is, okay, so I want you to close your eyes and just imagine you are literally playing in a sandbox with someone that you just absolutely adore, okay? Either this person is going to feel like you have known them all of your life, or this is truly someone from your past. It's very Six of Cups energy to me. I tell, Spirit shows me often when there is a really deep-rooted connection. When they show me that those two kids playing in the sandbox together, it says to me that it is a comfortable pair of jeans feeling for me, which says that, I'll give it like very metaphorically. Do you have those pair of pants or that skirt that like if you gain, a little extra weight or you lose a little extra weight, it doesn't really matter. They just fit nicely. This energy is coming for you in that sense, okay? Where you're going to feel comfortable. You may even feel like you've known this person for a very long time. There is beautiful soul connection coming. I'm going to say max 6, okay? By March or April of next year, the soonest that this person is going to start to roll in is right around the 2nd to 3rd week in October. I also hear Spirit say that this is something that you've been really manifesting, Michelle. I get this sense that, and no disrespect when you say this, and this is not literally, this is figuratively, of course, itty bitty tiny little hole in that heart space, whether it's because you have to give yourself a little bit more love or that you needed to really realize that you are of love. And I feel that there is a beautiful mirrored energy for you coming, but you are still kind of focusing on you. So know that this person is coming. Thank the universe for them every single day already. Because I feel like, I don't know, it's like Spirit is saying, she can speed this up. You can speed this up, but we also don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, right? We don't want to be like, all right, Teagan said I could speed it up tomorrow, please. We can't necessarily do that. But what we can do is you can bridge that gap a little bit, because like I said, March or April at the latest. And they're saying this is someone that, I know this sounds so fairy tale like, but it's someone that you've been dreaming about. So I don't know if you've been dreaming of a new partner. I don't know if this is figuratively or literally. This is someone that maybe you have seen in your dreams and you're like, gosh, Teagan, I've seen this person and I'm patiently waiting. They're on their way. There's just a little bit more time, a little bit more healing to do here, and maybe even on their part, but they're on their way. And I want to hear all about it when they show up.
All right. Next one we have is from THarris, who is saying, "You look beautiful as always today, Teagan." She is wondering if it is over between her ex Sterling and I, and if so, do you see anything happening in the future with a new guy named Stella?
Okay, so let's break this. I want to make sure I get every single one of these questions answered. Thank you so much. Let's focus first on Sterling.
Yes.
Okay. Focus your exhale in your heart space, T, on Sterling. Give me just 1 second. Okay. So it's interesting because right now I'm going to tell you, yes, it is over. Okay. You know, remember, we do have free will. But the way that I'm looking at things right now, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him or her or the situation at all, but I feel like Sterling did not appreciate what they had with you in the moment. And you literally were like depleted like a sponge. I know I get kind of crazy images, and I like to share the pictures that they give me because I want you to imagine that imagery and take it how it resonates. They show me that dry sponge in the sink from last night when you did the dishes. You get up in the morning to make your tea or your coffee, and that sponge is hard as a rock. It's dried out, okay? And I feel that's the first kind of image that they gave me around Sterling is that this person either drained you or right now this energy is just all dried up. This person didn't water you. And I do feel, though, that they are recognizing, they are going to be recognizing that they didn't do that. But for right now, sweetie, I never want to tell you what to do, but I do feel like it's important for you to get off of that cycle and really recognize your sense of self-worth because this person has kind of drained you of maybe their energy. That right now, Spirit is telling me, bask in your love. Give all that love that you typically would have given to that person back to yourself. Right now, it's super important for you to water yourself because this person left you dry. Let's see what that next part. So do you see anything happening coming for this new guy by the name of Stella? All right. So let's go ahead and switch that energy. So focus on that Stella energy right now for me. Okay. I feel like this person, I don't want to sign you up for a long-term, this is your last love contract with this person, but I definitely want to sign up an experience with this person for you. Spirit is telling me right now that, okay, so here's another visual. You're in the mountains, you're doing a hike, and you come across a river. And in order to get over to the other side of your hike, you have to cross that river. And there's a lot of steps across. You can't just make it in one step. Okay. A lot of people will say, well, I don't want to just step on them if they're not my forever. Why do I want to, I feel like I'm used to seeing them. This person is super important for you to explore and experience. But there is still some unfinished business around your heart space that needs to heal from the previous energy that we just connected with, T, that it's super important for you to just bask in this person's energy in the moment, in the now. Don't worry about if it's going to be a forever love. It's a love right now. It's a love energy. It's a love connection. And, the word love, we can break it down into so many words. So many different people could say, describe love to me. What would it mean? This person is super good for your heart space. It's super, and you're super good for their heart space. But right now, again, don't put that cart in front of the horse. Be in the moment. Recognize that, the fun that you have with one another and just see what direction things will move forward. There's still healing from the past. This person potentially could be there as a stone to help heal that little piece of your heart. Doesn't necessarily mean he or she can't be together. But what it does mean is that this person's a rock for you. And maybe even you are a rock for them. Enjoy that. Engage with it. But right now, I just can't attach like well, who can really attach forever to anything, right? Like a super, super duper, like, yeah, this is the deal. I almost feel like there's 2 stepping stones before you really dive into something. And that could also mean that you like hang out with Stella for a little bit, then you pull back, and then you step a little bit further across the river together. So just because I see stones doesn't mean it's not the right, it's not the same person. Sometimes it's a couple other people. So go with the flow, heal that beautiful heart of you, recognize who you are and what you deserve. Don't settle, and allow Stella to just enjoy the energy right now.
All right. Our next question comes from Beverly, who is asking, can you tell me if love is going to be coming into my life anytime soon? Can you possibly say when? It's been a long road ahead, or it's been a long road, and I'm ready to just throw in the towel. Thank you in advance.
Okay. All right, sweetie. First of all, I'm sending you beautiful energy of strength and love and groundedness, because it does feel like you have been through a lot. So before I really dive in, go ahead and just take those breaths. Give me permission to connect with you, and give me just 1 second. Okay. I actually feel like you've been single for a while. They actually are showing me that you're questioning your mind, like, will this ever move forward for me? I see you I know you may say, Teagan, I don't feel this way at all, but I actually see you very grounded and very rooted. The biggest thing that I feel right now, and I want you to hear this from my heart, of course, never from my lips. In a sense, your mind is telling your heart that you don't deserve it, or that almost like your head is programming your heart space to go, no one will ever love me. I'll never find another love again. It's almost like you're sabotaging yourself a little bit. And please hear that from my heart. I'm not picking on you when I say that. We're human. We all do it. But it's like Spirit is saying you're in your own way. And you may be like, oh, I've been hearing that for forever. I see that you've done the work. And I also feel that somebody is coming in. I'm getting a very earth energy. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So because Spirit is showing me like earth, a tree, leaves, an olive branch, I don't know if Spirit is saying that this person will be an actual earth sign, or if you are that earth sign. But what I am feeling is that the first sign that is connected to those earth signs right now is that Capricorn. So I'm going to tell you, potentially you're going to be meeting somebody through a holiday party, or through some kind of maybe even in the fall time frame. I do feel it's like Spirit is showing me the words that you're speaking, even if you're speaking it to yourself, because we all talk to ourselves, right? It's that little voice in the head that just is like, oh, nobody asked you for that opinion. Like, get out of your own head, right? I feel like I want you to really like claim this, because I truly, truly feel this person is literally within 6 degrees from you right now. So this person is not far, or Spirit is saying that, you're just about ready to, this person may be in the one lane and you're in another, and you guys are just about ready to cross paths. And that is where that sweet spot is. So I'm going to say the soonest would be in Capricorn season, would be the soonest. And I really, really do feel like, I don't know, it's like they're just saying an olive branch is extended. It may just come in as like a friendship. It's going to be very steady. Good old saying, slow and steady always wins the race. So this person isn't going to come in hot and on fire and ready to go 0 to 60. But you're going to, you both have had very similar experiences. So I feel like there's a beautiful, thank you, Spirit, there's a beautiful tree that it's not necessarily growing tall, Beverly, the roots, they're showing me the roots growing wide. So this person is a family-oriented person. Family traditions are super important. The idea of family is very, very important. And neither one of you were settled. So it is getting ready to blossom. I feel like you've planted something. So please don't throw in the towel. Get out of that little mindset. That's me being a little bossy. And just truly allow the universe to deliver this to you. You've done the work, and you are not meant to be alone.
All right. Now we do have something a little different. Also, I do want to say, the question that you did answer just a little bit ago, Teagan, she does say thank you so, so much. And we just wanted to let you know we did get that comment. We do have 2 comments from both Beth and Jocelyn, who are just asking if you could send them some positive energy their way. I guess we can just start with Beth if you just want to send them some positive energy.
I do. Universe, I ask that you send beautiful, beautiful energy to Beth today. Just circle all around her and give her the strength and the healing and the love that she needs.
All right, and we have one next from Jocelyn, who is also asking for just some more positive energy. And if any other people in the chat want to just have Teagan send them some positive energy moving forward, we can go ahead and do that as well.
Jocelyn, I visually see a beautiful spiral of like gold and silver love spiraling from my heart, finding its way to yours, literally wrapping you from the bottom of your feet, going all the way up to the tips of your toes, or to the top of your head, excuse me, but it's coming from the root up. So I'm blasting you right now.
All right. We have one next from Regina. It's a normal question, who is just asking for a love reading between herself and Alex, and also why Alex does not talk to her anymore.
Okay, Regina, thank you so much for your question. Focus your exhale on Alex. Give me just 1 second. Honestly, right now, his energy is very guarded. Let me just doodle a little bit. Sometimes when I just doodle, I can really receive. Okay. Spirit is showing me that Alex had a choice to make. Okay. Instead of moving forward in love, he moved backwards in fear. Okay. I also feel like something's tethering him back. And I'm going to always be honest. I feel like this could have been some unfinished business from his past. An ex, somebody stepping back into his life. And instead of moving forward with the idea of completion, he stepped back. And I feel like that's probably why Spirit wanted me to, literally, I'm drawing spirals on my notepad right now. So I literally feel like, well, remember, spirals can be about ascension, but they can also be about spiraling down. I don't know why, but I feel like right now Alex is really pulled back, withdrawn, and in a space right now where he just needs to kind of be in the four corners of his house. And not literally, but like in his soul, he needs to figure things out right now. This is not anything you did or did not do, Regina. This is not because you weren't good enough or a situation. To me, I feel like I just keep seeing this spiral, and I feel like he made a choice, and he's recognizing that might not have been the best choice. But now I feel like he's really doing some of his own soul searching. Now, I know you didn't ask me this question, but I do see the number 4 because I see 4 corners. Sometimes when I see 4 corners, it just reminds me of home. It's about nestling in and getting comfortable with yourself, going in and doing a little shadow work, and then coming out really feeling alive. I wouldn't be surprised if by March or April, he reaches out to you. I don't necessarily feel it between now and the end of the year, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. But because I'm seeing 4, it could be 4 months or could even be April of next year. I hope this helped. I hope that helped you.
All right. We next have one from Brittany, who's asking who's just asking how Carlos feels about her and if he will pursue her.
Okay. Okay. I get Carlos to be timid. And it's almost like he's not necessarily timid towards you specifically, timid with the idea of love. It's like, I want to give you, they're giving me a lot of different visions right now. So just give me 1 second. It's like the idea is to go fishing is super fun. Okay. Like I'm literally seeing somebody with an old school fishing pole on the back, the tackle box. They're ready to go down. They're like, you know what? I think I'm ready to put myself out there, with the pond being the heart space. The idea of having a relationship is good in his head, but I don't feel like right now Carlos has the emotional oomph, the emotional, like his casting, when you cast out to catch a fish, his cast is not so good right now. Okay, like he has to kind of reel it back in and try again, you know. It's like literally they show me like fly fishing. Like you go in and you constantly have to like kind of jerk that line to get the attention of something. And I feel like right now it's a lot of work for him around the heart space. So don't ever want to tell you what to do. I never feel that's my job. It's, you know, I want you to trust your intuition. Right now, my dear, I would tell you to, does he have emotions? Yes. Is he ready to step up to the plate and give you that full cookie? No. He doesn't have the, and I'm not picking on him when I say this, I'm saying this very energetically and metaphorically. He doesn't quite, I don't know if he's younger than you or they're just saying that his heart space seems very heart space. And what I mean by that is he's not at the level of love that you are. And maybe that's why he every once in a while will just skim the top of that water and be like that little bit of that fly fish kind of energy, but he never stays long enough to really do anything about it. And I don't want you to stick in that space and feel stuck and constantly every once in a while he's just throwing it out there just to see where you're at. I do feel like somebody else is stepping into your life. I do see the number 7 and 8. I do feel that you are going to be in a very solid relationship within 7 to 8 months. But I do feel like you potentially could be meeting somebody here in the next early October to early November. Okay. So right now he has feelings, but I don't know that he'll pursue you, honey. He may just drop in and do a little touch to the top of the water, but he's not going to go deep in there with you.
All right. Our next question is next from Alicia, who is asking, or she's just announcing her 38th birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah.
She asks, can you predict anything in the new year ahead? Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, happy birthday to you, Virgo. Appreciate that. That you are, yes, Virgos, I love them. They're grounded and fantastic. Okay, quickly. As far as prediction in the new year ahead, is there any area of focus? Because that is a loaded question. I could probably use up the next 30 minutes just talking to you and telling you a bunch of stuff, but so is there any way we can narrow that in? What I am going to do is I'm going to jump quick in and just ask Spirit something very, you know, that you need to hear in between communication. So give me just 1 second. Okay, didn't even have to go that far. There's some kind of new path you're going to be walking. I literally see a train track, okay? And I feel like this is not until the first quarter of 2022. I feel as if there is a new opportunity to create some kind of secure finances. It's like a brand new beginning for you, but you weren't expecting it. When I say hopping the track, that train that I'm seeing right now is getting ready to, I don't want to say derailed because that sounds negative. I feel like your train is actually going to hop the tracks and you are going to pop into something that A, came very unexpectedly. B, you could even have some kind of major change in your career taking place. And what I mean by the train hopping the track, I'm just going to use this as an example. If you're in marketing, you may all of a sudden find yourself wanting to do your own thing, diving into a new business, completely switching into sales or working from home. Like there is a big shift happening for the better, and it does offer financial abundance and a sense of security. Don't let fear get in the way. I see you at the edge of the cliff going, is this really too good to be true? Should I jump and go for this? Yes, you should. It's going to be fantastic. So without the specifics, I feel lots of new opportunity. You may say, you know what, Teagan, that feels like potentially my heart space, or there's just some new business coming in for you, girl. And it could be around the heart space, around family, but it is solid and it is here. And I feel like you'll doubt it. I feel like you're going, wait a second, it could be too good to be true. It's not. Enjoy it. You're moving forward.
All right. And that does also, I guess, bring me to the tangent of, unfortunately, we are unable to answer, I guess, general readings for the duration of the live stream. This is only just because we do not have enough time to, I guess, fully answer your question, which does, I guess, bring me to the, I guess, our promo code. But now that we're about 30 minutes in, I want to remind everybody to first like and subscribe. And if you are enjoying the stream, please make sure to share it as well. We do have a promo code going on, which is Teagan5. Now, if you use Teagan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, this code is Teagan5. The one-on-one reading allows you to answer or ask any question you like and better have you or have a better connection with your psychic. So with Teagan, why don't you tell us your upcoming schedule? So for anybody who is wanting to, I guess, get a one-on-one or more in-depth answer to any of their questions that that you've answered today.
Perfect. Thank you. So typically 10 to 12, 1 to 3, that is Mountain Standard Time. Sometimes I really like to engage chat-wise. So if for some reason you really want to, get on the phone with me, feel free to either book an appointment. I usually will start out with chat and then really dive into, the phones. It just depends on what's going on around, right? But 10 to 12, 1 to 3 Mountain. And that's typically Monday through Thursday. And then I don't do afternoons on Fridays. Excuse me, only afternoons on Fridays. So, yeah.
Awesome. Now, if you didn't catch that, we will be mentioning it later in the stream as well. But yes, so if you are wanting a one-on-one in-depth reading, go ahead and go to californiapsychics.com. Make sure you search up Teagan. Also use that promo code Teagan5 so you can get that $5 new customer package coupon. And yeah, I guess we can go ahead and jump right back in. Oh, go ahead, Teagan.
Really quick. I love that you guys are asking me questions, but I would love to ask y'all a question. I'm not an astronomer, and I know just enough about astrology to like pique my interest. But can anybody tell me where the heck the moon has been lately? Like since last week, I can see the stars in the sky, and it's not cloudy. And I'm wondering, where has she been? So if any of y'all know what's going on, please shoot a comment to Carson, because I would love to hear. I can't find her.
Yeah, hopefully with just all the storms lately, at least for me, it's been a lot of storms and clouds lately, and a lot of humidity. It's been very, very humid where I am, which I am not very just happy about. But anyways, back to our questions. And also we will be transitioning over to our tarot section or not quite yet, but within the next 10 minutes or so. There you will be able to ask your more general questions because the tarot will be able to guide those questions or those answers more. And yeah, I guess we can go ahead and answer some questions. Stop wasting y'all's time. All right. We have one from Dale who is asking, will I meet a companion soon?
Okay, Dale, thank you for your question. Focus that intention, that question really around the heart space. Okay. They're showing me November going into December. No. End of November going into December. I don't know if this is out and about. You are at some kind of a holiday gathering or work gathering. You're getting together with some people to celebrate, whether it's the holidays or something. I feel like the soonest would be potentially towards the end of this year, Dale. And I feel like this is an introduction. You are introduced. I don't feel like this is an online connection. I do not feel like this is through an app. I feel like this is face and personal time that you have with this person. So coming in towards the end of the year, and it is through a friend of a friend, maybe even of a friend. You could be out and about at a work gathering, and you're on your way to the car, and I just feel like it's very divinely orchestrated. The right place at the right time, the right person, the right connection. I don't feel like you have to go and look for this person. I feel like this person's going to show up for you. I do see lighter brownish hair, fairly tall, but then again, I look up to everything. Like I would say 5'10" to 6'1". Like, I don't know. I feel there's this, yes. Okay, yeah. So I would expect something by the end of the year.
All right. Our next question comes from Valerie, who is asking, or who says, hello, Teagan. Do you see any message from my Aunt Gertrude? I truly do miss her.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Valerie. Let me just write that down here. and Gertrude. All right. This might take me just a skosh longer because I want to connect with her spirit. So give me just 1 second. I literally feel like this woman wants to pull back a seat for me, sit me down at her table, and feed me. I get this sense that she's like either, I don't know if that's literal, if she loved to just cook for you, if you love to go over, or she was a great bake, or just a great chef in general. I see canning jars. It's like she's wanting to either feed you, whether that's emotionally, or she's telling you, girl, make sure that you eat right. It's like she's very mothering, but she's also showing me you just celebrated something, or there was either the anniversary of her passing, her birthday, or your birthday, or something coming up, or something that just took place. Because it's like she wants to take care of you. It's almost like she's saying her way to care for people was through food. So I feel like I don't know, I see cinnamon rolls, I see all this food here. So it's like she's saying, I'm right here. Do you have a recipe book or something? Did you used to cook with her when you were a little girl? It's like I can smell cinnamon. This is kind of the connection I'm getting. I almost see like an apron on her too. So I don't know if this is metaphorically her saying, take care of yourself, nurture yourself. I'm right here. I miss you too. I'm feeding you from the other side. But yes, she does. And she also is showing me like gigantic flowers. So I don't know if she had flowers. You used to pick the flowers, bring them to her, or the two of you go for walks close to flowers, or she was some kind of a, just loved her garden in general. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. Like she wants to emotionally feed you.
All right. Sorry, I was making sure through the comments to see if Valerie was replying at all. But our next question comes from Susie, who is just asking, my husband Richard and I have been separated, and I do hear he wants to reconcile and he wants to be more attentive. Do you see this happening anytime soon? And if so, when? And do you see it working out?
All right. And it's Richard. Thank you for your question, Susie. And I'm glad we picked you. Yay, Carson. Thanks for picking her. As I write your name down, I feel like this person has learned a lot about your absence in their life. I also feel that they have, and please take this for how it resonates with you. When I make this statement, I know that it's under a big umbrella, but I feel like Richard went through some in-depth work on self, whether that was bad habits, mind control, controlling things, jealousy, whatever. Like, I don't want to get too specific because we're on a live right now. And I want to honor all of that. But I feel like it's like they're showing me a baby, a baby colt being birthed from a horse. You're like, Teagan, where the heck did that come from? It's like he needed to lose you in order to rebirth himself. I do feel like he's presenting himself to be a brand new version of him. I feel like fear or something negative really grabbed hold of him. And I feel he would be very dedicated to teaching you every day, not teaching you, showing you, whether it's through words or action, every day how thankful he is in your life. I feel like you guys both have an opportunity to make this work and to be, everlasting in this life. Okay. When I say everlasting, you guys can do this. He's done the work. The question is, Susie, are you ready to step back in? Because I feel like you might've done this before with him. There might've been a little bit of a tango dance. Just don't go in 0 to 60 at 3.2. You can't dive into this relationship the way that it used to be. Because if you expect him to be the way he was, which I know you probably don't because of what I just said, or him, I feel he's done the changes, but I also feel like it's super important to keep that line of communication open and to literally look at this as you have wiped your coffee table completely off. There's nothing on it anymore. And you guys are going, okay, number one, this is communication. This is what we're going to do. You're going to place all that. So if you are open to the idea of a completely brand new, fresh start, date each other. Don't dive in quickly. I feel you have a lot of success. You go too quick, too fast, somebody's going to put the brakes on and it's going to shrink really quick. So one step at a time.
All right. Our next question. This will be our final question of just the normal live reading section. However, we will be switching over to tarot right after this. And also, Teagan does have her charms as well. So if you are seeking a question or a charm to represent the answer to your question, Teagan also has that available. I actually do also want to loop back to our promo code that we have going on again. This is Teagan5, as you can see at the bottom of the stream. If you use that code Teagan5, you get $5 off any new customer package, and including or for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website, californiapsychics.com. This code can be applied and used for any psychic, but Teagan, why don't you tell us your schedule for anybody who's looking for more insight on further questions answered today?
You got it. 10 to 12, 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday, Fridays 1 to 3, and that's Mountain.
Okay. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get our last question answered of just the regular live reading, and we will switch over to tarot and charms. Deborah asked if it is really over between her boyfriend and I, or if there is any new love coming soon.
Okay. Deborah, it's really hard for me to key in on your boyfriend and the energy without a first name. I will do my best.
That was my fault for also forgetting that as well. I can go ahead and select another question if we do have one. Ooh. Unfortunately, we can't answer this one as well because we do not have a name. We do have one from Brianna who is asking, hello, Teagan, should I keep trying for a relationship with Jahim, or should I just let it go?
Okay, instantly I connect with your energy, and I feel like you are super intuitive, Abrina. I feel like you already know. I feel like you should literally, here comes the fishing thing again. Literally, you should, you know, Pinocchio, like Giuseppe's got, you know, Pinocchio on the strings, and I feel like Jahim potentially is afraid to cut, or not cut the strings of you, but you're afraid to cut the strings connected to him. I feel like right now there's just a lot of dancing going on, but not a movement forward. So I would literally encourage you to cut those strings right now and go to. I feel like right now his energy is holding you back or keeping you kind of feeling like they literally show me like puppets on a string. So he could be coming in and out and in and out. I literally just, I don't know. I just keep hearing, you're a real girl now. You're a real girl now. Like, cut yourself from that, because I feel like the dance is over, sweetie. I just feel like it's been up and down and you haven't really moved forward. You've been side to side with this person, but not forward with this person. So I would encourage you to cut those strings and literally move on, because I do see you in a very solid, positive relationship moving forward. I see A. So I feel like this could be April and or August of next year. Doesn't mean you won't meet that person until then, but in those months, it does feel to me like there is just something very refreshing and solid for you. So
awesome. All right, we're going to loop back to Deborah's question. Her boyfriend's name is Reggie.
Okay. And it's Deborah. I don't feel it's done yet. But, you know, I almost sometimes hesitate on telling people that, and here's why. Sometimes we are supposed to take a sabbatical from one another. Sometimes we are supposed to sail away from one another in order to collide back. I feel this is a time, okay, give me a second here. They're literally showing me water in a boat. So either this is, of course, it's a timing thing. This is a timing thing. You know, when he was out at sea, you were at port, and vice versa. I see the number 8. So it says to me that there's potentially some kind of fast communication coming in within 8 weeks to 8 months. And I feel like this is a divine timing where both of your ships, is there a wedge between the two of you right here? Is there some distance here? Is this person in another country? Did you meet this person online? I feel like right now, Spirit is saying, hit the snooze button and allow the work. There's work that this person needs to work towards you and you towards them. You can't be the only person doing it, but it's like they're saying there's still a wedge. And that's why I feel like right now your two ships kind of crossing. But I do see some new communication coming up. So I feel like right now, I would tell you that until this person really steps up and becomes closer to your ship, I wouldn't focus too much of your energy on it. I feel like this person also is doing some recognizing of self too. So they've been kind of teeter-tottering a little bit. Yes, there'll be communication. There will be an opportunity, but right now I still see a wedge. So for me, I would say keep focusing on you. When this person steps back in, you can at that point reanalyze your heart space. But for right now, I would not hold your breath underwater right now. Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and switch to tarot and charms for right now. I'm going to go ahead and get back to Kathy's question. And regarding, will I meet a lifetime partner soon? However, I guess we can go ahead and switch to tarot so we can draw for a love card in this aspect.
And really quick on that last, I think it was Deborah we just talked to about Reggie. I just looked under the deck for confirmation around that. Literally had the Six of Swords. So when the time is right now, this person's supposed to be at bay. Okay, trust that. Okay, Spirit was just like, gotta look under the deck and tell them confirmation of this. All right, beauty trends. It's all about you right now with lifetime partner.
And so this is Kathy, by the way.
Oh, Kathy. Okay, sorry, I didn't see her name there. All right. Clarity, please, for Kathy regarding a lifetime partner. Spirit, can you give me some information for her regarding a lifetime partner, please? All right. You're going to have some choices, my dear. Right now, there's a block around heart space and your head space. The Two of Swords, okay? You're up in your head whether or not you're deserving of this. Get out of your own way, and I mean that in the most loving way. I just want to get some confirmation on the bottom of it. Yeah. Right now, there's still some healing. I get the Four of Pentacles as a clarifier. I always like to sometimes look at the bottom of the deck there. I feel like here pretty soon you're going to feel more solid around your heart space. Your heart may be ready, but your head may be getting in the way, vice versa. Where in your head you're going, I'm ready, but your heart is like, no. I would say by April of next year, very solid. But right now, it's almost like, yeah, I think I'm ready for the heart. No, I don't think so. So there is this push-pull going on with your head and your heart space. So once you settle in a little bit more and invite that in, I do feel that they will be here by next year, first quarter, maybe even by April, May.
Awesome. All right. Our next one is from Amanda, who is asking for a charm on love.
Ooh, I haven't done these charms in forever. So I'm happy that you asked for them. All right. Okay, Amanda needs some clarity, please, around love. Spirit, can you give me a charm, please? What is going on here? Ho, ho, ho. Two of them fell out, so I've got the tree here, okay? This is about a rooted relationship. I see the tree. I instantly go to, for some reason, I don't know why, I go to like both fall time and springtime because, you know, in the fall, the leaves kind of drop, but yet when they drop, they leave all these beautiful seedlings, right? So Spirit is making me feel like between fall time going into early spring, I feel that there is beautiful love, or if you are in a love relationship right now, something's going to get super rooted, okay? I literally have the keys to both of your heart on this charm right now, okay? There's two keys, and in the middle of it is a heart. So don't focus on how quickly this person's going to come. Keep focusing on you and know what they come. It may be like, maybe not yesterday, like your heart is probably ready for it. Trust that it's coming in slow and steady. This tree just said it's going to be very rooted. This person is going to be very family oriented, very traditional. And the both of you, Have you ever heard that saying that sometimes there's one person that's more in love with the other? In this situation, you've got a very mirrored energy coming for you, Amanda. Trust it, believe it, claim it, and know that it's coming. So fall time into spring. Something's changing, something's shifting.
All right. Our next question comes from Marianne, who is asking for when, where, and when will me and my twin flame meet, and charms for that. If you can answer that.
I can answer that one for you. All right, Marianne, thank you for your question. Spirit, can you give me some clarity as to when Marianne potentially will meet her twin flame, when and how? Okay. Wow, crazy Capricorn season. Actually, I see. Okay, thank you. So it's going to be through October to Capricorn. It could be of next year, Marianne. Okay. I actually have the death and rebirth transition charm right here. You might not be able to see it, but it is a little skull. Okay. Yeah. Which says to me that something is potentially already rebirthing, but I also feel it to be very rooted, because when something, I don't mean literally, but well, I mean life, it's a cycle, but when something ends, something else opens. So I feel like you have gone through something, and I sense that it's going to be very grounded and rooted. So I'm going to say as soon as October, but it could be up until next year, sweetie. Feels a little too soon in October, but that's why I first said Capricorn, which would be December. So the soonest for me would be December of this year, going into soonest would be the end of December of this year, going into October of next year with that charm.
All right. Our next one is from Andrea, who says, loving the haircut, by the way, and asking for a love charm.
Ooh. Thank you, Andrea. Spirit, can you please give me clarity, please, for Andrea in regards to love? What's up around love? Okay. I'm going to get a clarifier. Well, first of all, you also received this beautiful key. I feel like somebody's with you. This charm is representing something different, a different energy. It's like both of you have the keys to each other's heart, but nobody's doing anything about it right now, or can't. There's something in between. There's some kind of healing, because the way it fell, it actually fell with the keys on one side, or excuse me, with the, anyway, that's irrelevant. I feel like that there is some emotions going on, and you guys are the keys to one another's heart, but I also feel like there is, somebody's changed the lock, but you're about ready to like dive back in again, because you also did get the love key, but they keep saying something around, it's about unlocking the, okay, Spirit saying something around, you have to unlock the key around your heart space, emotionally, around your heart with someone, or someone's locked their heart up. I'm going to get a clarifier charm. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I got 3 stars here, which means don't give up. Somebody might have shut down a little bit. You both are very important to one another, but until that person, you know, you're going through some emotional difficulties, but this is, to me, the heart is there. There's emotions there. Allow it time. Don't give up in the, don't lose faith. These are 3 stars.
All right. We have one from Marley, who is asking for a love charm.
Charm. Okay. Thanks for your question, Marley. Give me just 1 second here. I got to put these back. Okay. The first thing that I get is the letter T. I feel like there's someone potentially stepping into your life, Marley, that has the letter T to it. In my mind right now, I'm seeing a crown. So I feel like this is someone that's going to respect you or put you kind of on a platter, if you will. Trust the divine right now. This is the wheel with the rabbit. Kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland when she kind of falls into the hole and experiences all this great stuff. I feel like they're, whenever I get this charm, I always tell myself, Teagan, give time. And I'm like, oh, to a point where I just didn't like that because it's like, I don't want to give time. I want it now. Like in
Yeah.
Willy Wonka, when she's like, I want an Oompa Loompa now. Trust that this is coming to you in the divine timing that it is. I also did just get a K that fell out along with it. So a T and or a K on its way to make you happy. Don't rush it and fall down that hole. Literally just let it come to you. It's on its way.
All right. Our next question now comes from Apana, who is asking for a finance card, so tarot.
All right. Right here. Apana. All right. Spirit, could you please give me clarity for Apana in regards to her finances, his finances? Sorry, sometimes I assume. Clarity, please, for finances. All right. You feel really defeated right now around it. You're walking away from something. At the Five of Swords, you will not allow yourself to fail, go down. You may feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and there may be some conflicts in the situation, but it's literally like you're getting ready to take some action and really move forward. You've been in a tough spot, but you're not going to be there for forever, okay? Don't allow what you're currently going through right now to make you feel defeated right now. This is you turning your back and saying, guess what? I'm not going to be in this space of fear around money anymore. I'm going to take some action to move forward. I've got a clarity under the deck of it's been an emotional roller coaster, but you're on your way to the right side of things. So finances will pick up for you.
All right. We have one next from Jill, who dealer's choice, charm or a card for love guidance.
Okay, I kind of got to do both. I'm going to start with a card and then I'll end with a charm because I can't pick. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, can you give me clarity, please, for Jill in regards to her love? Love, just, oh. Queen of Swords. First thing that says to me is that don't ever forget what your sense of self-worth is right now. You may be recently disconnected from somebody or in a relationship that feels very roommate style or very consorts. There could be some emotional energy that's not involved right now. It's not a problem until it becomes a problem. So what I mean by that is you're up here right now or somebody is up here in this relationship, all in the mind space with that Queen of Swords, or you've disconnected from somebody and you're teeter-tottering and there's emotion lacking in the relationship. Let's go ahead and get a charm to clarify that. It can go either way without me like hearing your voice and really tapping in without everyone else's energy. So let's say, Spirit, can you give me some clarity on this? Yeah, there's like a new birth. I got the baby pacifier, which says to me that there is something that you're getting ready to rebirth around your relationship. But I feel like you have been single for a little bit, and somebody who you were in a relationship with could be coming back wanting to rebirth something.
All right. Our next one is from Candace, who is asking for a tarot reading on life or love.
All right, Candace. I'm glad Carson picked you. I don't know how you pick them. I would be so like, oh my gosh, I want to help that one and answer that one. So thanks for being the moderator. I appreciate you.
We only have time for one more right after this, and there have been so many good questions today. That is why we're going a little bit over time today. We're so sorry we can't get to everybody. Once again, there have been so many great questions that I have been having trouble just being able to pick everybody. We will be back on Thursday with Marianne, Tarot Thursday. That is at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So more so in the middle of the day around lunchtime. And then we will be back next Monday at with Psychic Rika. So we will be back as usual every week and on Thursdays. So do not fret. There are other chances to get your question answered as well.
Okay, awesome. So here's what I have for you, Candace. When the card fell out, it actually landed on a charm. So I'm going to give you the bonus of the charm too. You got the Eight of Cups. It says to me that you are not willing to settle for something right now. Even though your life from the outside in to other people may look super, super perfect. Like, why would you ever walk away from something like that? Either someone's walked away from you or you have walked away and turned your back on something and people say, what are you doing? It looks so perfect from the outside. It's because they're not filling up the cup. You need that last cup to really be filled up. You also received, this also fell out, the sun fell out on that card. So I feel like honoring yourself, you're not looking over your shoulder to double check whether or not you should have done that. I feel like you are in search of very, very deep happiness, and do it. Don't let anything else hold you back. You've turned your back to something and it's time to move forward. And it's bright. It's bright. Maybe a little scary, but it's bright for you.
All right. We have one from Veronica who is asking for a love tarot card.
All right. I'll try to go fast here. I know we're over time. All right, Veronica. Second here. Spirit, can you give me clarity, please, for Veronica? Around love, please. All right, some form of communication and celebration coming in. It's also super, super important for you to nestle into really like nestle into the four corners. Like this is the Four of Wands. It reminds me of 11-11. You've got an 11 on one side and 11 on the other, which means you could be meeting somebody here at some form of celebration. You could be getting engaged within the next couple of months by the end of the year. And I feel like it's super important if you are currently in that relationship, bring it in, center it up, and nestle in with one another in your home. And really just communicate openly. It's a beautiful card of celebration around your heart space. So whatever I don't want to ruin it, but there could be some kind of proposal or purchase of a new house with someone that is near and dear to your heart space. So if it's a surprise, I just might have ruined it, but it's good stuff.
All right. Now that is unfortunately all the time we have for today with our full hour elapsed. I do want to thank everybody for joining us today. There have been so many good questions, and it was so difficult to be able to pick all of them. And honestly, we did not get to pick all of them, unfortunately. But we will be back next week, and we will be back on Thursday. So go ahead and join us for those live streams for another chance to get your question answered. Teagan, before we hop off, go ahead and give your schedule one last time for anybody who's looking for a more in-depth answer to their question today.
Absolutely. 10 to 12, 1 to 3, Monday through Thursdays, Fridays, 1 to 3, Mountain Time. And did anybody find the moon?
Huh?
Did anybody find the moon?
Oh, unfortunately, I was looking through it and it seemed like everybody was, just saying the same thing, just kind of clouds and storms. And unfortunately, they did not
That's okay.
have
I'll
an
keep
answer to your question. But yes, that is all the time we have for today. We will be back next week. Thanks everyone again for stopping by, and bye-bye.